on this fine Saturday, December 10th, 2022, filming in the Gem Studios of Northwest Newcastle. We got some great news stories ahead for you, but first, we're going to head over to Mr. Nicky Rogers, who's going to tell you some local events coming up.
First two stories today, we have free movies at the Newcastle Public Library today at 2:11 and 7 p.m. It's a Wonderful Life. Also today at 12 p.m., Hess Ice Rink presents Holiday on Ice. Admission is one or more non-perishable food item per person attending. All donations will benefit the crisis shelter of Lawrence County. For more information on the show or ice skating lessons, please contact our skating director, Melissa Maggio, at hess@neshannock.org. Now back to Josh.
Thank you, Nick, for those fine stories. We're going to head to a quick break. We're going to check out our great sponsors who would like to hear from you.
If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again.
Always stay connected to Nctv45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. Nctv45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. Nctv45 is the #1 media source locally. Nctv45, anytime on your time.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Elham's for one great dining experience. Peppers, mouth-watering fruit, fine dressings, apples, meats. This place looks so familiar. Getting your lunch meat cut to order. That's the Joseph's difference. They make every opportunity to please their customers. Joseph's. They're not the big box store giving you it the way the store wants it. It's the way you want it. Stop by Joseph's and take a look. Yes, it's Joseph's.
Nctv45, strong enough for Lawrence County.
No.
Next two stories today, we have drive-through giveaway. Saturday, December 10th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Town Mall at the Cascade Galleria Plaza, 200 South Jefferson Street in Newcastle, PA, 16101. Next up, we have the Cascade of Lights at Cascade Park, December 9th through 11th, 15th through 23rd, and the 29th through the 30th, 6 to 9 p.m. There's also going to be Pictures with Santa, December 10th and 17th from 6 to 9 p.m. Back to you, Josh.
Why, thank you, Mr. Rogers. Don't think we forgot about all your birthdays out there on this Saturday, December 10th. So our first one, we have Jeanne Olivia, Dan Thomas, Mary Lou Smith, Brenda Keller, Nicole Fiacco Cugini, Sarah Orelli, Lynn Esposito Barclay, Clifford Davis, Lisa Dudash, Pasquale PJ Natel, Melissa Amodi. Happy birthday to all you guys out there. Now we're going to get into your news stories now. An advisory. Pittsburgh on Monday. Pennsylvania's adjutant general to visit veterans' home residents during the holiday season. On Monday, Major General Mark Schneidler, Pennsylvania's adjutant general and head of the Department of Military and Veterans Affairs, DMVA, along with several National Guard members, will visit residents, their family, and employees during a holiday luncheon at the Southwest Veterans Center, SWVC, in Pittsburgh. Schneidler will be available to speak with the media about the many programs and service available to Pennsylvania's nearly 700,000 veterans. Media availability with Major General Mark during his holiday visit to the Southwest Veterans Center, Monday, December 12, 2022, at noon, 7060 Highland Drive, Pittsburgh, PA 15206, and the media contact Joseph Buchera. We got news out of the governor's office today. The Wolf administration honors approximately 1,100 state employees for their military service. Over the past several weeks, Governor Tom Wolf, along with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania agency officials, have recognized and thanked approximately 1,100 new Commonwealth employees who serve or have served in the armed forces of the United States as part of the annual Pennsylvania State Employee Military Service Recognition Campaign. About 17,000 state employees have been honored since the program was started in 2019. Those honored received a label pin, featuring our nation's flag and the Commonwealth flag, signifying their dual service status. Now, in the final stretch of my administration and reflecting on my time in office, I am proud to say that I have worked side by side with so many men and women, both who serve both our country and the Commonwealth, said Governor Wolf. These are all special people who have a strong drive for protecting and improving the lives of others. They should all proudly wear their label pin in recognition of the selfless service. Only about 7% of Pennsylvanians have served in the military. It is a small number of people, but they have had an enormous impact on the lives of 13 million Pennsylvanians, said Major General Mark, Pennsylvania's Adjutant General and head of the Department of Military and Veterans Affairs, which we just heard about. They are truly deserving of the special recognition of their dual service and their commitment to the Commonwealth. Pennsylvania State Employee Military Service Recognition Campaign also raises awareness about federal and state veteran benefits, encourages registration in the Pennsylvania Veterans Registry, and informs state employees about mentoring opportunities within our veterans communities. Employees who serve or have served in the armed forces of the United States, Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, or Space Force, regardless of component, are eligible for program and participation and recognition. The campaign annually recognizes all new eligible state employees with a pin. State employees who receive their label pin have enjoyed the recognition and pride it has brought about. We have one more story for you, also from the Wolf administration. Wolf administration to hold December 14th public hearing to discuss federal disaster funding to help counties rebuild and recover from Hurricane Ida. Department of Community and Economic Development, the DCED, Acting Secretary Neil Weaver today announced a public hearing will be held Wednesday, December 14th in Montgomeryville to discuss federal disaster funding to help residents rebuild and recover from Hurricane Ida. Residents who were impacted by Hurricane Ida in 2021 are encouraged to attend this important hearing, said Acting Secretary Weaver. It will provide an opportunity for individuals to fully receive the action plan that DCED will be submitting to the federal government, and also provide public comment if they so choose. Following disaster declarations by Governor Tom Wolf and President Biden due to the effects of the Hurricane Ida in 2021, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the HUD, allocated a total of $38.28 million in Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery funds to DCED to assist in rebuilding and recovering from the damage. HUD has mandated that at least $18,500,600 of the funds must be spent in Delaware and Montgomery counties, which have been identified as the most impacted and distressed areas. Bedford, Bucks, Chester, and New York counties are also eligible for funding. The DCED is required to submit an action plan to HUD detailing how these funds are to be used. The plan must include the criteria for eligibility and how the use of funds will address long-term recovery and restoration of the infrastructure and housing, economic revitalization, and mitigation in the most impacted and distressed areas. The public hearing details will be Wednesday, December 14th, 2022 from 6:30 to 8 in the Montgomery Township Community and Recreation Center, 1030 Horsham Road in Montgomeryville, PA 18936. Persons with a disability or limited English proficiency who wish to participate in the public hearing should contact DCED with any accommodation requests. Individuals who are unavailable to attend in person can join the meeting virtually. DCED is also seeking public comment through a comment form, which is available here. For more information about the DCED, visit the agency's website, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Governor Wolf has served 2 terms as a leader consistently for the people of Pennsylvania. Learn more about his priorities for Pennsylvania, which have fueled the Commonwealth's comeback, leaving Pennsylvania in a much better place when he arrived. So, we're going to head over to the Cedar Sports Corner. We're going to take a look at Around Sports on this fine Saturday, and we will be right back.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner Report. Let's take a look at your Around the Sports on this Saturday. As for your college basketball, we have some ranked action coming at you. Penn State will travel to number 17 Illinois at noon on the Big Ten Network. As for your 12:30 we have here, number 5 UConn will play host to Long Island University at 12:30 on Fox Sports 1. For 1 o'clock, number 2 Texas will play host to Arkansas Pine Bluff on the Texas Longhorn Network, And also at 1 o'clock, Oklahoma will travel to number 9 Arkansas on ESPN2. As for your final 1 o'clock ranked game, we have Yale traveling to number 16 Kentucky at 1 o'clock on the SEC Network. Now we're going to get you some more ranked action here as we have number 4 Purdue traveling to Nebraska to take on the Cornhuskers. That game is at 2:15 on the Big Ten Network. As for, we have a big ranked action in the SEC as number 8 Alabama will travel to number 1 Houston. That game is at 3 o'clock on ABC primetime. As for your other ranked action, Denver travels to number 19 UCLA at 3 o'clock on the Pac-12 Network. Number 22 San Diego will travel to St. Mary's at 3 on ESPN+. North Carolina, who is recently not ranked, but still have an important game, will play host to Georgia Tech at 3:15 on ESPN. Locally, Sacred Heart will travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Panthers at 3:30 on the ACC Network. As for your other ranked games, number 11 Auburn goes to Memphis. That game is at 5 o'clock on ESPN2. Number 6 Kansas, will travel to Missouri to take on the Tigers at 5:15 on ESPN. Maryland Eastern Shore will travel to number 15 Duke on the ACC Network. Number 14 Indiana will play host to number 10 Arizona at 7:30 on Fox. That's another ranked game for you. We have number 21 Creighton traveling to BYU at 10 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. And to cap it all off, number 24 TCU travel to SMU at 10 on ESPN2. There's a great college basketball slate this Saturday, and don't miss those games. As for your National Hockey League schedule, Ottawa will travel to Nashville at 1:30. Detroit will travel to Dallas at 2 o'clock. That game is on the NHL Network. Florida will go to Tampa Bay at 4:30. 7 o'clock, the LA Kings go to Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Buffalo Sabres will travel to Pittsburgh to take on your hometown Penguins. That game is also at 7. And that game could be found on ESPN+. Calgary goes to Toronto at 7. That game can also be found on ESPN+. Carolina goes to New York to take on the Islanders at 7:30 on ESPN+. And finally, Minnesota goes to Vancouver at 10 o'clock on ESPN+. Now, to cap off your Saturday, we're going to look around the NBA. San Antonio travels to Miami at 5 o'clock. Brooklyn goes to Indiana at 7. And the LA Clippers, go to Washington at 7 as well. As for 7:30, Oklahoma City travels to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. 8 o'clock, Dallas goes to Chicago to take on the Bulls. And 8:30 primetime, we have an NBA Finals rematch. The Boston Celtics will travel to Golden State to take on the Warriors. That game is on ABC. Utah goes to Denver at 9 o'clock, and Minnesota goes to Portland at 10 o'clock. So we got a big sports slate this Saturday for you. Let's hope you maybe head over to the Cedars, catch the great games, enjoy some great food. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
The Crane Room for your lunch and dinner rendezvous. You'll enjoy their pleasant atmosphere. The Crane Room takes pride in their wide variety menu. Appetizers, sandwiches, soups, salads, entrees, pasta, and the best burgers in town. Newcastle's best selection of domestic, import, and craft beers from around the world, and the Crane Room features a 35-tap draft system. Ask about their daily specials that will please you every time. The Crane Room is located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Place. We have the 16th annual seafood sale. Don't miss out on our dockside seafood featuring Holy Seafood. Wednesday, December 14th, all day. Get everything you need for your holiday celebration. Joseph's Marketplace Christmas cookie and pie order deadline is Thursday, December 15th. Now back to Josh.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. We got another news story coming up for you. The Department of Human Services celebrates successful employment and training pilot program. Today, the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services, DHS, Acting Secretary Meg Sneed, and JVS Human Services leadership and trainees celebrated the successful completion of the Work Ready Direct Support Professional Innovation Pilot Project, an initiative that connected pilot participants with training necessary to explore employment in the essential field. DSPs are individuals who provide direct support to individuals with intellectual and development disabilities so that they can fully participate in everyday life at home and in their communities. DSPs are essential to helping individuals with disabilities increase their independence. The Work Ready DSP Innovation Pilot Project created a new pathway for a career as a DSP. JEV's Work Ready, also supported by DHS, helps temporary assistance for needy families recipients prepare, train, and connect to family-sustaining jobs and provide skills and social supports to help them prepare and succeed in the workforce. The minimum qualification for entry-level DSP roles is a high school diploma. However, other requirements such as a driver's license and computer skills present barriers to otherwise qualified individuals. The JV Pilots Project sought to remove those barriers by offering financial incentives to complete various parts of the program, a peer and supervisor mentorship program, and helping trainees navigate requirements like background checks and much more. When they completed the program, qualified candidates were directly connected to job openings with a starting pay at $15 an hour plus benefits. JVS Human Services is a nonprofit organization with services in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. JVs helps people become independent, graduate, get jobs, and live on their own. The organization creates innovative and sustainable solutions to address current and future needs, prioritizing effects that grow the economy and make communities safer. More information of the program can be found on the THS website. We got one more story for you. Department of Aging announces expansion of its shared house program into 5 additional counties. The Pennsylvania Department of Aging today announced that its Shared Housing and Resource Exchange Program, also known as the SHARE, has expanded into 5 additional counties: Bucks, Lackawanna, Montgomery, Northumberland, and Philadelphia. The program began 5 years ago as a pilot in Pike, Wayne, and Monroe counties, and is also available in Carbon, Crawford, Adams, Union, and Snyder counties. SHARE is an affordable housing choice that brings together home hosts who have an extra room in their home with home seekers who are looking for housing in exchange for rent, help around the house, or a combination of both. Program participants must be at least 18 years of age, and one of the individuals in the match must be over 60. The SHARE program has shown it is a win-win for the both older adult and the match participant. The program allows the senior to remain in their home for as long as possible while providing housing to someone with common interests and a need for an affordable place to live. SHARE can also help combat social isolation and ageism while helping to close gaps between generations, said Secretary of Aging Robert Torres. I think the participating area agencies on the aging, the SHARE counselors, and the department support staff and stakeholders for their advocacy and dedication to the program. They are a testament to SHARE's success and sustainability as the program strengthens and expands. Since the program began in 2017, more than 90 matches have been made in 8 counties currently participating. During the last 5 years, there were 4 matches that lasted more than 3 years, with one still active and residing in Monroe County. Upon completion of a successful trial, the SHARE program follows a structured one-on-one application approach to ensure safety, verify compatibility, and collaboratively establish ground rules with the host and SHARE. A home host and home SHARE must meet separately with the SHARE housing counselor to discuss needs and preferences, complete the application, and provide references. A SHARE housing counselor will conduct an introduction with the potential home and host sharer, conduct reference and criminal background checks, and arrange a home sharing trial. Upon completion of a successful trial, home sharing agreement is developed with the SHARE housing counselor, home host, and home sharer. Once the home sharer has moved into the home, the counselor provides scheduled contacts with the home host and home sharer to provide ongoing support throughout the match. The counselor also serves as a referral source to community resources for all SHARE participants. So, we got 2 more great news stories coming up for you, but we're going to have to interrupt those 2, and we're going to check out the weather for the upcoming week. We'll be right back.
Big Daddy 316 Transport. For a ride to work, that's fine. Groceries and essentials pickups, we do them. We all benefit: seniors, cities, state, stores, employers, and yes, employees. Why get there tired when you can get there alive and energized? Yes, no tricky traffic patterns. We can haul up to 5 passengers, 24-hour notice required, $5 per stop. Call Big Daddy 316 Transport today.
Since you were going for gas, you might as well fill up your tank too. Delicious food available at Morgan's. And that's just 2 exciting combos that they have. Morgan's, right across the line.
When your PC looks like this, don't make it a last key. Make it Pulaski. Pulaski PC. Pizza. Because you deserve more than just great pizza. You deserve great subs. Whether it's Italian, steak, meatball, or the many varieties that they have that will tempt your palate. You deserve more wings, as they have great flavors, more salads, And for dessert, more Citi-Sticks. It's 4-star pizza. We deliver too.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Ashannock Township. Call 724-656-1550.
Hello and welcome to Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to get your weekend started here, and after last night's low of 31 degrees, let's take a look at how your week is looking. Now you're going to see here on the national radar that there is a lot of cloud coverage, which extends all the way into the eastern part of the United States, and including, goes from east to west as well, so you're going to catch it on the west coast. And you're going to see here on the local radar that there is some spotty. We could see a shower or two pop up in the next few days. So after last night's low of 31 degrees, your Saturday is going to be increasing clouds with a high near 45, about 7 miles an hour wind. Saturday night is where we could see showers. A chance of showers after 8 p.m., cloudy with a low around 36. Southeast wind is 3 to 5 miles per hour, and the chance of precipitation is 50%. Sunday, a chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 46. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Sunday night, a chance of showers before 8 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 32. 30% chance of rain. Monday, mostly cloudy with a high near 40. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low around 23. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 43. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 28. Wednesday, a chance of rain showers, snow showers, and freezing rain. Mostly cloudy with a high near 42. 50% chance of precipitation. Wednesday night, rain and snow showers. Low around 32. Chance of precipitation is 80%. And that rain and snow showers will carry into Thursday with a high near 43 and the chance of precipitation being 80%. So we could see some rain upcoming. We could see some snow upcoming. But we also hope to see you and our great sponsors upcoming.
I'm Kay, and K is for Kimmel's. If you're in need of great baked goods, perhaps donuts of every kind, or maybe a lady lock is your desire, turnovers, and don't forget, they have cakes of every size, quarter sheet cake or a round one for that special birthday. And never forget to pick up a loaf of bread. It's Kimmel's, home of the delicious, super mouth-watering strudels. Call Kimmel's for the best baked goods.
Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Don't forget to focus your Christmas traditions on Jesus. The weeks surrounding Christmas are filled with sights, sounds, and scents that often evoke nostalgia and remind us of coming home. As you move through your beloved seasonal traditions, these tips can help you grow closer to Jesus and focus on your ultimate home, heaven. Have you ever really listened to the lyrics to the hymn on O Holy Night? The first stanza says that when Jesus appeared, the soul felt its worth. Ponder that this Advent and Christmas season. Those simple words summarize the entire meaning this season. Jesus is coming to the world because of the unfathomable worth he sees in your soul. As you're frosting Christmas cookies or wrapping presents, don't let stress steal your joyful anticipation. Think of the people who eat your Christmas confections or open the gifts. Pray for them and thank God that they are in your life. If a Christmas tradition causes you too much anxiety, don't be afraid to let it go this year. Do you know that the Christmas tree points to Jesus' birth, death, and resurrection? Its evergreen boughs symbolize eternal life and the crown of thorns that Jesus wore during his passion. As you decorate your tree and enjoy its beautiful glow on cold evenings, pray about how God is calling you to be a saint, united with him forever in heaven. Invite your family to pray with you. Spend time meditating on the nativity scene in your church or in your home. Jesus was not born in a palace, but into poverty. Look at the humble figures present at his birth and think about how your life is similar to theirs. Invite Jesus into your own poverty, weaknesses, fears, and sins. Has Christmas Mass ever become a routine or something to get out of the way before Christmas family celebration? Pray with the readings of the Christmas Mass you will attend in the days leading up to Christmas, and lead them with your family. Arrive to Mass early for prayer, and when you receive Jesus in the Eucharist, thank him for coming into your life this Christmas. Now we'll be going to a quick break.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Look around.
For those great stories, we got two more coming up here for you. Governor and First Lady Wolf invite public to holiday open house at the governor's residency this Sunday. Governor Tom Wolf and First Lady Frances Wolf invite the public to join them this Sunday, December 11th, for a holiday open house at the governor's residence located at 2035 North Front Street. The open house, which will run from 1 to 6 p.m., will be held in conjunction with the Historical Harrisburg Association annual Candlelight House Tour. This holiday season is such a wonderful time of year to visit with the governor's residence, said First Lady Frances Wolf. Tom and I are thrilled to welcome everyone for an afternoon of breathtaking decorations, cheerful entertainment, and delicious holiday treats. Following is a schedule of entertainment provided by volunteers during the holiday open house. In the state dining room, at 1:30, Camp Hill United Methodist Bell Choir, Cumberland County. At 2:30, Pianist Carl Hausman, Berks County. 3:30, Susquehanna Flute Quartet, York County. And 4:30, the Allegro Trio. In the Grand Hall Steps/Reception Room. At 1:30, Mechanicsburg Area Wildcat Singers, Cumberland County. At 2:30, Pittsburgh Youth Orchestra, Allegheny County. At 3:30, State College Area High School Treble Marks and Chamber Singers, Center County. And at 4:30, pianist Carl Hausman of Berks County. In addition, volunteer contributors to this year's holiday decorations at the residence house include students from Tri-Valley School in School County who made ornaments for the children's tree, Denise Treaster and Julie Shade from Harrisburg Enterprise Incorporation, who designed and decorated the Laurel Room, the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, who designed and installed the railroad display under the children's tree in the state dining room, Stephanie Dugan and Allison Dugan from recovered Clearfield County, who designed and decorated the Grand Hall Room entrance, Mark Vickery from Blooms by Vickery, who designed and decorated the family dining room, Sean Durbrow Bowerson from Paper Moon Flowers and Events, who designed and decorated the Erie Room, the Wolf family, who decorated the state entrance, staff from Constitute Service in the governor's office, who decorated the governor's library, and staff from the governor's residence, who decorated the First Lady's office. The American Red Cross Holidays for Heroes program will also be present with holiday cards for visitors to fill out for local veterans. Your final story. York County PE Broadband Development Authority to highlight importance of reviewing new FCC broadband map before January 13th deadline. On Monday, Pennsylvania Broadband Development Authority Executive Brandon Carson will visit the Northern York County Regional Police Department substation in Spring Grove and remind Pennsylvanians of the crucial role they have in ensuring their information is correct in the Federal Communications Commission. Carson will be joined by Senator Kristen Phillips Hill and Police Chief David Lash at the police substation, which is located in an area that will benefit from improved broadband access, which will give police and other first responders the service they need to help ensure public safety when time is of the essence. The FCC's broadband access map shows all broadband services locations across the United States where fixed broadband internet access service is or can be installed. The Commonwealth's allocation of funding for broadband development under the federal infrastructure law is dependent upon the map being accurate. Pennsylvania should visit the map to search for their home address to determine whether the information listed by the FCC is accurate. So, that is going to wrap up your news stories, and we are going to wrap up real quick for you. Happy Saturday to everyone out there. We hope all you with birthdays enjoy your birthday. And remember, NCTV45 is available anytime on your time. A train that runs on your schedule, why, that's NCTV45. So we hope you have a great kickstart to your weekend, and we hope that kickstart ends through the weekend.